I am the last of a breed.
It's early September in the mountains, Laramie Miller's favorite time of year.
Dandy mule deer buck right there.
As the summer comes to an end, the cooler temps and shorter days mean one thing: the start of hunting season. Laramie grew up in these mountains, and they hold a special place in his heart.
Well, now it's just a waiting game. Let's sit and watch and see which way these bucks go in. Try to engine up right behind them. Hopefully I can be quiet enough and get lucky. I'm trying to figure out a move, because I think them bucks are going to walk right up the edge of that and go bed off in that canyon. But the wind's kind of swirly right here. And it's so loud I can't really circle up around. Patience. Right there in that brush.
Well, you know what they say about best laid plans. But that's how most stalks go. I'm back down here in Colorado where I cut my teeth, chasing elk and mule deer, the way I grew up. And as I look across at these mountains, they bring back a lot of memories, good and bad.
I've killed a lot of elk in this bowl over the years.
This same mountain range that I'm looking at now is where my two uncles passed away in 1995 in a plane crash.
Dirk and Colt Ross died in a tragic plane crash on October 10, 1995. Their legends will never be forgotten, and their spirits will always roam free in the land they've always called home. In the mid-1970s, Dirk began an outfitting business for elk and mule deer in the San Juan Mountains above Vallecito Lake. Through the 20 years that followed, Dirk taught his hunters and himself more about the animals and the forest he loved.
Look in these kind of canyons, you have a tendency to want to walk up and just look down in. But the game, whether it's deer or elk, they'll spot you like that because you're skylined like that. So walk up where you got a tree in front of you or a bush behind you and peek over, look around the rock, whatever, just don't skyline yourself.
Dirk's biggest thrill was to be staring right at an animal between the eyes from about 50 feet, watch it walk away, and Dirk would say to himself, "Thought you were pretty sly, didn't you, boy?" Dirk taught himself new ways to survive in the mountains. Spending the night in a snow cave was exciting for Dirk, simply because he could say, "I did it." Colt looked up to Dirk and began watching and learning from his brother, and soon Colt was at home in the forest as well.
Because over in any of the beds, all the beds were completely washed out from the rain, not a fresh track anywhere. As soon as we headed down, they went into some deeper cover to get away from the rain.
Colt began to guide hunters with his brother. Many of the men who went with Colt and Dirk say the brothers taught a positive attitude above all else. Dirk and Colt didn't know the word quit and would find a way to get to the elk or get out of any jam in life that seemed hopeless.
In the highlands where the eagles fly, elk are roaming free and wild. The dark night I close my eyes, and all I seem to see. Morning comes and the coffee's on the trail before the dawn. Wondering who's to win the day, will it be him or me? Some people never understand what it is drives a man hunt those critters with his bow. I know some people never understand what it is drives a man surf those mountains high and low.
Those two uncles are the reason I do what I do. Everything I do with the mindset of trying to follow the family tradition that they started. This time of year is always awesome because it's the beginning, just the start. You can't beat it. I was fortunate to grow up where I did. I was able to see and chase giant mule deer from the time I was just a kid. And I've been very fortunate enough to kill quite a few good bucks. Well, we had to leave the high country real quick and in a hurry. The cameraman got altitude sickness, and there's only one cure for that, and that's dropping down in elevation. So that's what we did. If I told you I wasn't disappointed, I'd be lying. But I got over that real quick when I laid eyes on this buck. My grandpa has killed more big mule deer than anybody I know. He's the only person I know to have killed a 40-inch mule deer, and he's done it twice. So needless to say, as soon as I saw this buck, big, wide, 3x4, yeah, he may not score the best, but I knew it was him or nothing. I had to follow that family tradition. It was pretty neat. My grandpa, he grew up in Utah, and there was a sporting goods store that used to have a competition every year, and they would give a Chevy Cavalier away to the person that brought in the widest deer. He placed high up, and it was like 2 or 3 one year with a 40 and 3/4 inch wide deer. And then the next year he killed one that was like 43 inches wide. And he was parked at a gas station that he worked at. Somebody stole the sucker right out of the back of his truck. He was mad because not only did he lose that deer, he missed out on his Chevy Cavalier too. Every chance I get, I want to always try to make memories and do some kind of leather working with my grandpa. Because as life goes, none of us are ever guaranteed tomorrow. Good thing he knows what he's doing and been doing it way longer than I have, because he already knows what he's doing. I'm still trying to process it. And it was my project to start. Okay. Put that on just there like that. And then I can trim this. If you want to keep her, on it, we can put one on there.
We don't need to mess with this, it's just so that.
Yep, 100%, yeah. I think, is there any way to attach this right there?
Yeah. Stepping on your tail again?
Yeah, that's all right.
Work?
I was very fortunate to learn from a grandpa that has over 60 years of experience working leather.
A lot of work?
This holster right here, it's gonna last me a lifetime, and it's something I can be proud of that I made with my grandpa.